What's up, guys? Got another crazy episode for the pod. We have Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi. This guy fucking story is like insane. Like this is probably like by far like my favorite episode to the podcast. He like fucking lied his way into the NFL, but not only that, like making the actual team, like it made super headlines. Hey, I'm done talking. Let's get into the pod.
Hey, look how unprepared he is, bro. And then he got the jacket. Dame come prepared. Look, he got his own clothing line. We about to promote that. You feel me? Hey, show the city of Phoenix on the back, Dame. Hey, okay, he carried that with him.
No, that's a little wrinkly down there. Hey, look, he got the tag back on his pants.
I just bought these clothes today.
He taking it back after the episode, bro.
I'll be fine. Look, you can't see the wrinkles.
Oh, that's what we doing now? That's what we doing?
I'm about to wear shorts in here next episode.
He's like, I need the angle.
That's crazy. You want to freestyle?
Yeah, you got to make a beat. Oh, you about to freestyle?
No, I ain't freestyle.
No, you about to, I'm gonna throw an instrumental on there for you.
Let me see. Oh, this what you got me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
This beat goes hard, bro.
Tay, where you at, Tay?
Give me like 4 lines and then I'll let you stop. The pressure is on.
But nah, there's no pressure.
Hey, don't be like DeAndre Ayton shooting free throws when the game on the line.
No, you gotta get Damian Lillard to spit some bars.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for real. Dame Dollar. Hey, where Dame Dollar at?
Bring him in here and he'll throw 16 bars about talking to Ayton at the free throw line.
I think he'll give you more than 16.
Wasn't that the only team to beat the Suns?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest here today, Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing?
Snap. Now he's got to get up and do his, through the tunnel walk.
Come on, that's what we doing?
Nah.
You did sound like you're an announcer.
I know.
Yeah, commentator coming out the tunnel and everything.
That was smooth. I like that. I like that a lot. Hey man, dang, we appreciate you, bro, man. You being on the show and looking at your story, man. I'm fucking excited. You know what I'm saying, to get into it, man. So let's do it. It's gonna be a good episode for sure.
Absolutely.
It's always a good episode. What you talking about?
You're right.
Every episode.
Damon's special. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But Q, I'm gonna let you start it off, baby. So you already got the voice going and everything, So
I met
get it started.
Dame through O. And my experience with him is humble dude. Yeah, would you say you're humble?
You know what I'm saying? You put me on the spot,
Like, huh? What?
I don't like talking about myself, but I try to be humble as best I can,
Today's an exception. You can talk about yourself. We'll talk about you.
Here's the thing. Dame ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it for him. I sound like Stephen A. Smith. He not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it for him. Dame is one of the most loyal dudes that I've ever met. Like, just I'm not even hyping him up because I say this shit even when he not even in my presence. So when I first met Dame, I don't think you were there. No. I met him first through, shout out our boy Mike Allen. So he connected us. I got invited to a track workout with Coach Mo.
Yeah, Coach Mo.
I'm gonna be honest, I felt like Dame didn't fuck with me at all. I get there, I think I had just got out of clinic. I was still in my scrubs. And the thing anyone that needs to know about Dame is when he works out and he's training, I've never seen I've worked out. I played football in high school, all that stuff. But even like me thinking I'm getting strong, it's never been on that same type of level. And even I've seen other professional athletes work out, and it's still not the same level that Dame is on. Because when he's locked in, he's locked in. Like, I couldn't even get him to smile low-key. This dude was just like locked in, focused. I was like, all right, I don't think he really fucking with me right now, but hey, I'll chop it up with Mike. I started talking to Coach Mo a little bit, and then who was the dude that was with him that day?
I think just someone that worked at the school with him.
Yeah. So I was talking to him for a little bit because then Mike started doing the workout with you.
Yeah.
And then Coach Mo calls me out, and he was like, hey, you gonna hop in this workout or what? And I was like, well, shit, I don't got workout clothes. I'm in these scrubs. And basically, Mike's like, I got some shorts and a shirt in the car. I was like, all right, bet. I was like, I don't got speed. Like, for those that know, Dame get run what you run? Like
4.3.
4.3.
Shit. Zoom.
I'm out.
The most
I got a 5.3. No.
I run like a 4.7, 4.8, man.
It's still sliding.
I don't run unless
That's still sliding, low key.
For me, I was talking a whole bunch of shit to Coach Mo. I was like, yo, I'm out of shape, but I could definitely get under a 5. And he's like, hell no. And then there was some defensive end from San Diego State. He was like, see that big boy over there? He faster than you. I looked at him, I was like, hell no. And then they got me timed up on the field. And then this is when I start seeing Dame pay attention a little bit, because he sees me like I'm joking around with Coach Mo, joking around with the dude that worked at the school, whatever. And he's like, I guess he seemed a little solid. And then he was all like, I'll time you right now. We'll test it to the speed. Like, he got the stopwatch. I'm like, bro, I don't even got cleats. He said, it don't matter. You hop on, you talking all this shit.
Fast
I was like, you get on. Well, I got on. How many years out of high school? Like, I'm post-prime.
Post-prime.
Sheesh, like 6 years out, something like that. And so I get in there. Bro, low-key, I felt like I was zooming.
Run force, he was like.
He clocked me. It was like a 5-1.
That's not bad.
Nah, that shit was terrible. Because me, thinking I was like 4-7. Dame starts fucking cracking up at me, bro. He's talking all this shit. And I was telling Coach Mo, I was like, bro, you're a hater. I was like, you stop that shit late. Ain't no way. I felt like I was going so fast. And he's like, bro, I'll shave off 0.1 seconds. You still didn't get under a 5 flat. I was like, moment of silence.
Yeah.
Moment of silence.
It happens, bro.
But then ever since then, me and Dame, we chopped it up, and I realized, bro, he's as loyal as they come. That's one thing about him. No matter who you are, whether you're a celebrity, regular ass person, if you loyal to him, he loyal to you. And he's not gonna say that or be humble or whatever. But I just had to say my piece and let that be known.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
of course,
that,
brother.
What he said.
I like that. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I want to get right into it. Let's talk a little bit about your upbringing, man, as far as like how everything came about. We know you're fast as hell. I think you could probably be cheating a race. I'm gonna put money on that.
Yeah, come on now.
Absolutely.
Talk to him. Talk to him. Come on.
Let's set that up.
Cheater, we're gonna tag you in this.
Come on.
We got the bread. We're gonna drop
Y'all
the bread.
want all the smoke
And
right
we
now.
gonna-
Come on, we need
we
it.
gonna make
We
something
need it.
happen out of that.
We need that.
Dang, wait, hold on. Take who you betting on that race?
I'm betting on me, 100%.
My God.
That's my dog though. That's like my go-to player. Like since I was in JUCO, before he even got to he went to Garden City Community College, and I told my coach, I was like, he gonna be that guy. I swear to God, his rookie season turned up. I was like, that's my favorite player. And then ever since then, I like that's my guy. But I want to race him for sure. Like,
Say no
Bro,
more.
I gotta set that up. Cheetah,
Set it up.
hey, if you backing out now, you scared. You scared. I'm gonna let that be
come
known.
on, come on.
We gotta see that foot race. And I don't want, if you lose, I don't want to know, oh, I'm injured, my quad hurting a little bit, my hamstring, I pulled it the other day. Nah, I don't want none of that.
Sheila, let's set it up, man. But let's get into it, man. Like, how everything started for you.
Everything started with me just as in a football sense, or just
Football
want me to go
sense,
from
just-
life.
Yeah, start with life first.
Life. So life, I was born in Orlando, Florida. And then after that, moved to Michigan. That's where both my brothers were born. My older brother was born there. We moved to Florida. Then we moved back to Michigan. My younger brother was born. Then after that, I moved to Lake Havasu, like 3 hours away from here. Grew up there like most of my life. And then I moved back to Michigan to graduate high school. Did that. And then basketball was my thing. Like basketball, I grew up just hooping. That was like what I loved to do. Never played football. And I played Pop Warner, then didn't play in high school. And then came out here, JUCO, Mesa, tried to do a walk-on program for MCC. And they did a whole little walk-on class. They have like a walk-on class. So you do a whole semester just trying to walk on. They said my brother ended up making the team after the walk-on because two people made the team. And then they kind of like redshirt him. And then they told me to come back in the spring. And I was like, I'm going to go do track. And then that's when I was like, I really want to play football. Like I always wanted to play football, but I never I was like, yeah, basketball, I'm going to lock in on football. And that's just kind of what I focus on since then. Tried out for the team there. Didn't make it. And then went to Phoenix College, and they didn't win a game in like 4 years. So they really didn't have cuts or anything like that. Went to the trial and just kept showing up to all their practices.
What year was that at MCC, the walk-on class?
Walk-on 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
Okay.
So got there fall of 2013.
You didn't play football until college.
Yeah, so Pop Warner days, if we count that. So we played the Pop Warner days, and then I didn't play like real organized ball until I got to college.
Dang. That's crazy. Most people catch what they're doing or whether they're trying to do it a little early. I like that though.
Yeah, like if you skip high school, it's already tough to transition into
Tough.
college ball
That's the
after
point
that.
because the coaches,
Yeah.
you got game tape.
The whole system in
Some-
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they go based off of experience, like experience and age, and that's you tapped into something different, man. Not a lot of people able to do. And what's crazy is because I did some research on you and I saw a video where when you was trying out for Phoenix College, they never told you if you made or if you got cut from the team.
So
right?
yeah, they basically what happened was I remember I went to a tryout. I showed up a day late. I was like, bro, I missed a tryout. Like it was me and my mom. Like my mom went there. I was like, dang, like today's not the tryout. I thought it was on a Sunday. So I'd have had it, and then I'm calling them like, dang, the tryout. So I go look at the date. Got the date wrong. So I was like, dang, they had it Saturday. So I was like, oh, I missed a whole tryout. So I was like, I gotta wait till the next one. The next one was in like June. So I was like, boom. So I go to the June one. Then after that, they had people stay after the combine. And then I was like, I'm not one of the guys. I was like, I thought I had a great workout. I had 2 picks. I had like I thought I did my thing. So after that, I was like, I talked to one of the players and like, what do you guys do on the off season? He's like, we got a schedule yoga program, workout program. I was like, I got to do that. So he's like, just go talk to the head coach. Head coach was like, what's the off schedule program, the off season program like? And he gave me a little calendar, and I just showed up to all the workouts and just started showing up to everything they do. And that's what I was like, yeah, I'm doing everything y'all do. And then they never called me back. And then the guys who went to the combine, I see them come like a whole 2 months later, like a month and a half later. I'm like, you got called back from the combine? He's like, yeah. I was like, they just called you? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, I would have never got the call, but I'm ahead of you now though. Cause I was like, you waited for the call. I was like, I'm gonna stay here and work my way up the depth chart.
That's persistence, right? The definition of persistence, like staying after it.
Yeah.
I think, at least from what I've heard, what we talked about, you're a very persistent person. And
He's a hustler, natural born hustler.
there's something to be said about grit, right? I've heard talks and speeches about like one characteristic that successful people need to have. It's not necessarily intelligence or like hard grit, like just grind through it. And I think that where you personify a lot of the grit, man. Staying there, showing up early. People get, you can be discouraged so fast. Like you missed the day, dang, that's it. You could have wrapped it up right there. You said, when can I get in next? Hey, I'm here first. What are you doing? I'm doing it too.
100%.
It's all a mental thing, bro. Like it's so easy to get down hard on yourself and give up, but like when you at your lowest point and you could bounce back, that says a lot about who you are as a person. And it also, if you don't bounce back, that also says who you are about, like who you are as a person as well, So for you bouncing up, down, and you putting in that work every single day, bro. I remember seeing videos of you and Mike, even without Mike, 2-3 a.m. This dude catching footballs with no lights on. I'm like, bro, how do you see? It's like, remember, like in downtown Phoenix,
yeah,
and it wouldn't even have to be turf field, whatever. He working, running routes, doing all. I'm like, this guy is different.
There was a great philosopher, and he said, last night took an L, but tonight,
bounce back.
hey, man.
Great philosopher. I was waiting for him to say something.
Like what's crazy is like, okay, you played at Phoenix College, you were transitioning to. I know you really wanted to play D1, and I know you paid for a lot of those trips, like a lot of D1 schools you visited. Like what's like, and it's like for every athlete, because every athlete like willing to bet on themselves, invest. Like I've done it too with basketball. Like how was that experience, man? Trying to get someone to like bank on you, because I can tell you my experience, but I want to know like your input on that.
Mine is like trying to get someone to bet on you is like it's hard. It's like because a lot of people go off mutual connections, and when you don't have nobody to tell them like, oh, Coach Thompson, yeah, that's my, and then when you showing up, you just basically like going on that door, just trying to get it out the blue. It's one of the hardest things in the world. It's like all you want them to do is look at your film. You don't want nothing else. Like I don't need a scholarship. I'm not asking. Just look at the film, and for them to say no to that is like. Dang, like it's like one of them things you just looking like, what can I do? Like I'm trying to give you the film and you don't even want to look at that.
Yeah,
I remember going to that.
You're saying no without even seeing what's in front of you. I
remember going to the ASU office and I didn't even want to go to Arizona State because it was in Arizona. I'm like, I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm in their backyard. And I'm an All-American, unanimous All-American. I'm like, you guys are not even trying to come, see me. So it's like, but I remember after I went all the way on all my trips all the way to Florida and back, came back to his office. and it was a linebacker recruiting coach. And I went in there, and I was like, can you look at my film? He's like, no, I'm busy right now. I'm like, okay. So I look at his computer screen. He watching Huddle. People play basketball. I'm like, you could just put my Huddle on. He like, no, just write your email and stuff right here and everything down. And I was like, all right, say no more. It's cool. Like you know,
bro, you already got Huddle.
You got Huddle pulled up. Like you can't watch it.
Fucking watching basketball.
Watching basketball. I'm like, come on. But I was like,
not even the sport you're coaching.
You just be like, you be looking like how? Like you be want to get so mad, frustrated, just like, you know, deep inside you just want to see what he wanted, like how you know, I don't even want to say it, but you get really mad and then you just go to the next one. You just like, all right, you got it, and then keep it moving.
That's tough. So talk about the process of getting that tryout. Because they like the articles, we know what the articles say. Yeah. They say, you know, Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi went homeless, got into a tryout, made the cut, made the team. Talk about, like, I want to know mental level, like, where was your head at? Like, what was going through? How did you? I don't even want to say hustle in a, like, some people take that in a negative connotation, but it's really not, because anyone that knows professional sports, you have to, kind of like what you're saying, you have to bet on yourself. You have to make a name for yourself. You have to go out and reach to every single person to make that connection, because it's all politics. Like I've seen high school, I've had great players on my team that, you know, if the coaches didn't really like you, they're not helping you out to recruit you to, you know, scouters from any other college, whatever. So people have to go kind of like what you did, send in their own film to every single college in the country and see who responds back and kind of do that. Mm-hmm. So on a mental aspect, what was your thought process? How did you even come up with, you know, saying the connection that you had that you really didn't and all that to, you know, get yourself noticed?
So tell us the stuff that no one has heard, or, you know, like,
how even
give it like.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, like, so I went to, my first trial I ever went to was CFL trial. Went there, drove up to Vegas. I think I had like maybe like $100. The trial was like $100. I think I had a little bit over $100. The trial was $100. I was like, I don't want to pay $100 for the trial. So doing that, went out there, boom, slept in the car. Next day, show up to UNLV. They got the trial there. It was like 5 hours. We get there. This is my first trial. So this is where I learned a lot. This is where I like learned trials and tribulations. And I'm like, I paid $100. Boom. There's about 100 people here. All of us pay $100. Y'all walk away 10 racks. Y'all didn't do nothing for us. So then we get to the trial. Do all that. There's like, all right, call guys to stay after. I was one of the guys. 30 of us like stayed after, do some more one-on-ones. So then, boom, we do all that. It was like a 5-hour day. So I go to the coach afterwards. He's like, I appreciate y'all coming out. So I'm like, all right, so how do we get signed now? Like, what's the next step? You know what I'm saying? He was like, we don't sign anybody from tryouts. I said, we all just paid $100. You just got 10 recs. Just come out here. He was like, yeah, we signed one person one time, and then we got him up there, and we had to cut him. He's like, we got to see film. I was like, we could have just sent film in, and you could have just chose who you wanted to come out to the trial.
Bro, I'm fucking pissed just listening to this.
Yeah, so I was sick. So after that, I was like, most of this stuff is like really a money grab. Like when it involves money, it's a money grab. So I did that. After that, I still showed up to all my trials, but at this point, I was like, I can't pay. Like I can't afford it. So I'm like, I'm going to figure out a way not to pay. But then the trial, they got me to Cleveland. It was free anyway. But this is how it came about. I was playing flag football. You know, I just go to the flag football. Yeah. So I do all the men's league. You know, it's nothing crazy, not crazy. But those people are older people that go to the men's league. And you know what they did? They probably played football at ASU, or they know a player. They probably played in the league. They might have. You never know who you're going to cross paths with. So I show up to all the men's league, all the other flag, because all them people, anybody, you know what I'm saying, they play sports. If you go to basketball, open runs, you're going to see an old head that knows somebody. So you're trying to connect. So I was doing some stuff in Avondale, met a guy. He was like, I played arena ball, and then I got to the Green Bay Packers. So I was like, bet. I'm telling him, like, come out. I got a receiver coach. You come get work in. I know you're still trying to play ball. And then we were warming up. He telling me his story, like, yeah, so I met this guy. He got me to this tryout, and he's cool. He's good friends with my mom. And so I was like, can I get his number? He's like, yeah, he's got Facebook, this and that. So I end up taking all this info. So I'm talking to this random guy, you know what I'm saying? After my friend I just played flag with gave me the number, I'm talking to this dude for like 3-4 months. Don't even know what he looked like. We on phone calls every night for hours, and I'm kind of like, this is kind of weird, you know. I've never met you, and he's kind of just going a long time, and then it gets to the point where it's like there's a trial coming up in Miami, and after this point, I'm kind of like, I'm not talking to you no more because like you just talking. But then I'm like, can I get the info? He's like, I don't think you're ready for it, man. Like you're not ready for it. So I'm like, what you mean? Like that's all I do. I just train every day, just waiting for the opportunity. He's like, you know, I don't know. You know, so I hang up the phone call like, all right, bro. So then I ended up going out one night, and it was a party. And something bad happens at the party, you know what I'm saying? Something crazy happened. So I called a guy like, hey, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm just trying to play football, and that's it. And so he ends up giving me the address, and then that's when I get my ticket to go to Florida, and kind of just stranded once I get off Florida, trying to get a bus there. I don't got no money. I spent my last $5 on like Chex Mix or something like that, and then you got to get the bus. So I had to take the public bus. The guy ends up letting me go for free, but this other guy that see me sitting at the airport for a while ends up giving me some money to get on the bus. And so the bus driver lets me free. So the guy just gave me like another $5. I get there, said I just wait, get to the school where they're gonna have the trial at, and I wait outside, and I called a guy that told me about it, and he happens to be in Florida too. I'm like, damn, you could have picked me up low key, but I guess we don't know each other, you know. So he told me like, just say Alonzo Highsmith and say, you know, I forget the guy's name. He's like, say you know this other guy. And I never know who the other guy was. He's like, say you know this guy, and Alonzo's going to know him. So I get there. As I get to the trial, I know the trainer, he kind of was like, who are you? You know, what's the name on the list? Trying to check me off. And there's like printed sheet. And I'm like, oh, they really got the printed sheet for this. Yeah. And I'm talking to the other players like, yeah, I'm a free agent. I was just with the Steelers. I'm like, oh, okay. So y'all the real deal pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of like, I was like, just write me down. I know Alonzo.
You were saying you were with the Steelers?
No, another guy I seen warming up. He's like, yeah, I'm a free agent with the Steelers. So I was like, oh, okay, this is legit guys. Yeah. And so then I'm like, yeah, just write my name down.
From all the other trials you
ever went different. This was more exclusive. Like you could tell it's less people. Like they're really trying to, yeah. So they're really trying to see who could play. I was like, oh, this is like limited. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this is perfect. So write my name down. I told him to write my name down. He's like, you sure? I was like, yeah, it's good to go. And then I see Alonzo come in. And the guy told me, say you know Alonzo, but the guy on the phone never wants to be name dropped. Like, he don't tell anybody you know me. I was like, okay, bet. He's like, tell Alonzo you know this other guy. So I'm like, Alonzo, I know, I forget his name. But it finds out the guy was Alonzo's realtor in Houston. But I forget his name. And the guy who told me, he's like, that's his realtor. I was like, this goes crazy. This is how well connected. It's from a realtor to this to this. I was like, okay, this is all about who you know. And then after the trial, it went well, ran like 240s. And then he's like, boom, after the trial, he was like, are you ready to run again? I said, yeah, I'm ready to go to wherever we got to go. He's like, I'm going to call you back. So 3 days go by over the weekend. I'm out there just waiting for a call back.
Real quick, I don't mean to cut you off. Could you tell us what kind of drills you guys did for that private workout?
Private workout. So we did a 40. We did some routes. Then I told him I did punt return. So then he had a quarterback throw the ball up in the air, had to catch punts.
And that was time to punt?
The time, it wasn't, no, you just up there catching, just showing how you feel.
Make sure that you're not a muffin.
Yeah, just fielding the punts. Mm-hmm. And that's literally it. 40s, routes, and catching punts.
We did that skill swap thing.
That's what I'm saying,
I didn't realize how hard that shit was until, like, when you see the ball that high up in the air, I'm like, it's way easier for me. I could track a ball easily from a quarterback, but I never tried punt in high school. You know, like, as kids, whatever you want to, like, kick the ball, catch it. I didn't realize how hard it was, and then Dan was like, bro, this shit is hard. Like, try it. And we were at that high school.
Yeah, it was at the high school
kicker that was already there, and we're like, hey, bro, start kicking the ball. And then I went, missed the first one. I was like, bro, what the hell? I was like, I'm not dropping the next one. Missed the second one. And then the third one. I think it took me like 4 or 5 to at least get there.
Imagine the helmet too. You got a helmet. You
gotta
be like,
this is with no pressure.
Hit you,
with no pressure. I'm missing it. So imagine people are running at you, aiming to kill you. But my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. Where did I finish? And then the drills. Then we just did those pretty much 3 drills. And then he's like, "You gonna be ready to run again if I call you back?" And I said, "I'm ready to go whenever you are." Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of like, after that, I think the workout was on a Thursday. So then I gotta wait Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I'm still out in Florida trying to figure out my way. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I gotta be ready for this tryout. So I go to the beach. I'm like, yeah, let me go to the beach. I'm gonna walk to the beach. I walk to the beach. Get there, sitting on one of the lawn chairs, trying to take a little nap. And then I'm like, yeah, I got to start pricing for my 40. So I go back to the facility where I just ran my combine. And I was like, how much, like, I'm just trying to do this. I'm going to be out here for a week. I might go to Cleveland and have to run another 40. He's like, I'll give you the college fee. I was like, yeah, I ain't got much. So I'll give you the college fee. So I ended up calling my mom, like, Mom, you got any money? And she was like, yeah, I just got paid. So I was like, yeah, the guy said 200 and he'll let me work out here and then I'll get ready to go to Cleveland. And it's a long shot. Like, if you really think about, like, how, like, if I'm really, like, now that I look back at it, I'm like, I'm about to get an NFL workout and I couldn't even go D1. And, like, my main dream was to go D1.
Percentages are less than 1%.
That's what I'm saying. Like calling my mom, tell her I got an NFL. It's like crazy. You really bleeds me, you know. Like I could be lying right now, but
Shout out to moms.
Hey,
too,
shout out to
for-
moms. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down.
Mom.
So and then just did that for the week and just finding out like just sleeping outside the facility because the workout started at 9. We did conditioning and then we worked out it right after. And I was just sleeping on this little mattress I found like by the dumpster. I set that down by the side and I put it by the fence.
Rewind back. You found a mattress.
Yeah, so I found a mattress and so it's like there's this road, the school's right here and then there's a little alley road. So now I'm like looking and I slept there the first night. It just in this dirt on the side of the fence because it's like a private school. So I was like, I'm gonna sleep outside the fence and like right when I wake up, I'm gonna be the first one in the facility. I'm gonna be like perfect. It's easy. So then I'm walking down the next day. I'm like, oh, there go a mattress. It's dirty, you know. So I see it about to get thrown away. I'm like, yeah, I need that. So I grab it, throw it where I slept last time in the grass, and I put it down on the side of the fence. And then I try to hide it behind some bushes, so I'm like kind of ducked off. And then kind of cleaned it off, and then that was it. That was the spot. It was comfy though. I ain't gonna lie, it was comfy. So then we just did that. Just got ready for the week. And then when he called me back Monday, he said, "Yeah, it's good." I said, "Bet, perfect." He's like, "I'm gonna send you your flight info." So now you just waiting for the flight info. Once you get the flight info, that's when you know it's real.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Gave me the flight info, sent me out there, ran my 40 again in front of like.
And they pay for that too, huh?
They pay for everything. Hotel, pay for the flight. They pay for everything. Food. I remember I'll go in there. I was like, after the workout, I was like, so I can eat? He's like, yeah, eat whatever you want. I was like, swear. He's like, yeah, go in there. I was like, I can eat with my hands because I was just geeked up to eat. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, eat exactly how you eat at home. I was like, oh, this is cool.
He probably didn't realize what you meant by that.
Yeah, so he's like, eat how you. I was like, all right, cool.
Put the food in your mouth.
Yeah.
Use the fork.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like, because I was just thinking like NFL, like they want something to do, you know, cut it with a fork, you know, just business professional, something crazy. But it was cool though. And that's kind of how it went down. And then everybody in the, during the trial, like everybody came out, the GM, all the scouts. So it was just me and everybody in the organization. Then ran a 40, ran a shuttle, and then I think routes on air, and that was it. And then caught punt returns at the end off a jug machine.
And then after you went through all that, like what was going through your mind? Like, you know, those 5 days you were like waiting on a phone call, like you sleeping, like were you like able to like bathe and like shower and stuff, and then just getting into that workout after the workout, like what's going through your mind? Like at the, I'm sure it had to be like racing.
It was racing. It was more. It's hard to even think about what was going through. It was really just being prepared. Honestly, that was like the only thing I cared about. Because 24-hour fitness, you go there, you can shower, you get a little guest pass on the phone, and then in Florida is different. Like you got to have an ID, like, and then you got to make sure the manager's cool. You got to have a Florida ID. Like it'd be tough, but figure out a way to finesse the system. Someone who doesn't care that much is like, yeah, go ahead.
Were you solo dolo, or did you have any homies with you?
No, I was by myself. As a matter of fact, I saw Ross out there though. I saw Ross out there. I met him out there, and I was like, "What's up, Ross?" I know he went to Phoenix College too, so I seen him out there, and he's like, "What's up? What you doing here?" And then he was there. I was like, "Yeah, I was at the beach, you know." And then he told me to come by his friend's house, but he was staying with a friend too, so he couldn't really extend the hand because he's already getting extended. So it was like, all right, you know, good to see you, and then I got to get back to doing my own thing. But it was really that, and then I'd go to the beach, and then more than anything, I was trying to practice running a 40 and like a broad jump and just details. That's the only thing I really thought about was probably just trying to practice a 40. And that was like the main thing, just not even racing, it's just more being prepared for your opportunity.
Like you weren't even thinking about all the other extra shit. It's just making sure, going through the mental motions, practicing, making sure everything's perfect.
That's pretty much it. Just being
laser focused.
Yeah, being prepared for the opportunity.
And the thing is, that's so hard to do in anything that you do is that mental mindset. But like when I tell you, bro, anytime I've ever worked out with this dude, it's just different. Like different than any person. I've worked out with a lot of people, and he's just like, yeah, save all the talking for later. It's just, you better be ready to work.
Get it done, man.
See the big picture, man. And okay, so we go through that workout, right? So we're at the hotel, we chilling. So what's next? What are we waiting on at this point?
So after the workout, they signed me right away. So they
on
signed
the
me.
spot?
So
How'd you get the news?
So they basically said, "Can you come up to the office?" So they was like, "Can you come up to the office?" I was like,
Were you like, this is happening?
Did you look over the contract? Like, yeah.
Nah. So I just called my mom. I'm like, "Mom, can you read through this?" But in my head, I'm like, I don't think they trying to finesse me. Like, you know, in my head, you always think twice. Like, this ain't real. You double thinking everything. Like, I'm like in my head, he showed me another person's contract. Like this person did the same thing as you. Like he signed it too, you know. And I'm looking. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't have anything to lose. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sign it. Go ahead. Like, boom, call my mom's. My mom's like, it's good. She was crying. She's like, yeah, it's I got a couple questions. Like, Mom, we can't really ask no questions. Like, this is it right here. Like, let's just lock it in. So I ended up signing it, and that was pretty much it. And then after that, I was like, I never knew how this goes. Like, this is my first time. Like, is this normal? Like, people get worked in and they get signed. That's how I thought it goes. But come to find out, like, a lot of people work out and don't get signed.
No, it's not normal, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, they bring a lot of people in weekly and they don't get signed. So I was like, oh, after a while, you start to realize this. But at first, you're like, oh, that's normal. They bring you in, they sign you. That's what they wanted to do. But that was...
Talk about, like, the experience. All right, you got signed, and then it's, like, walking into the locker room before, like, I don't know, first practice or preseason. Like, what was, like, going through your mind looking? You're, like, next to all these big-time superstars and, like, guys that have been in the league for a long time. At that point, it's like that's all new to you, you know.
To me, I remember walking in and seeing my name, and I was like, I mean, back in JUCO, I didn't even have a locker. Like, I didn't even go to the locker room. Like, literally, friends would tell you, like, damn, my friend was like, I heard you used to change in your car. And I was like, yeah. I was like, he's like, how you know that? He's like, yeah, they told me you were different over there at Phoenix College. And I was like, I was so locked in trying to go D1 that I was like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to do anything with nobody here. I don't want to be nobody's friend. It's cool. Like, whatever. I'm changing my car. Everything I do is going to be kept to myself. Like, no matter what I do. And he's like, yeah, I heard you used to do that. So then when I'm in Cleveland, I see my name in there and stuff. I was like, oh, they got my name in there. And then they gave me my favorite number, 15. I was like, my favorite number been 15. So they gave me that. I was like, oh, this is sign. Like, this is golden. Like, how y'all know to give me 15? Yeah, I swear. I swear. So I seen 15. I didn't even get to pick my number in JUCO. I was like, man, they didn't let me pick in JUCO. They gave me my favorite number. They must know. I'm like, how y'all know to give me 15? It's like, that's just what we gave you. I was like, all right. That's meant to be. That's a sign. So I used to be in the locker room. I used to sleep in there. I was so happy to be there. I was like, I used to sleep there, get up early, work out before the team got
in the locker room?
Yes.
They don't say nothing to you?
They didn't say nothing.
Did they give you a place? You did have
they give you a hotel to stay in, but I was so happy to, like, I've never had this.
You just want to soak up everything.
Soak up everything. I've never had a gym where I could sit there, go hit the field right. It was just like all in one, and I never had like a pool. It was like massages. No, we ain't had those. I wish we did. We ain't had those.
Oh, they ain't having that time.
They ain't had no massages there. They call people to get you massage, but they ain't had nothing in the facility where you could get it like it. But it was cool. Like, I never had it, so I was like just enjoying it. And then they had a little game room, and I was sleep on that couch too. And then I know the janitor come. I was like, oh, it's time to get up, get ready. I see him cleaning them, but it was cool. I never said anything. Like, just let me enjoy the moment.
So why is your favorite? Oh, my bad.
Wait.
I just want to ask, why is your favorite number 15?
My birthday. I was born February 15th, so I kind of just locked in with it.
Makes sense.
Talk a little bit about because Odell Beckham was on that team.
Yeah.
And we saw that. We'll get into the touchdown, but we know he gave you a pair of kicks to wear for that particular game, right?
Yeah. So he gave me. It was crazy. He gave me kicks. He gave me some kicks in practice one time, and there was all white pair, and I was wearing them. And I was like, yeah, these ain't comfy. Like, these shoes. I was like, these ain't. I was like,
I'm gonna need the ones you got.
I was like, yeah, these ain't.
What your feet look like? Pause.
You guys wear the same size?
Yeah, so I think his shoes like 11 and a half. I wear a size 12, but he's like, yeah, this fits good. So I tried them on. I'm like, yeah, like I told him, I was like, yeah, these ain't it. He's like, cause he put them in. I think he put them in the steam room. He's like, yeah, I got them ready for you and everything. Like he was looking out. I was like, yeah, these not it. So he ended up taking the shoes off his feet, like in practice. He was like, yeah, try these ones on. I was like, all right, Ben, let me try these ones on. I was like, yeah, these are ones. These are ones I need. So no, they were brown and those are the ones I was supposed to wear for the game. So they were brown and white. I was supposed to wear those for the game. I was like, damn, these so comfy. I was like, oh yeah, these are ones. He's like, yeah, I've been wearing them for a minute. They broken in. They good. I was like, yeah, these hit. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear these for game day. So I'm wearing them in practice. You know what I'm saying? Coming up to a week before the game. Game day come. I'm like, yeah. So the equipment people, they pack the bags kind of. You know what I'm saying? They pack the bags. So you just leave your stuff out that you want and they put it in a bag. So I know I left it in my locker, like ready to bring it to the game. So game come around. I'm in my bag. I'm like, where my cleats at? Like the brown ones. I'm looking. I'm like, I go to talk to I was like, you take the cleats back by chance? He was like, nah. So we out on the field. He was like, man, take my cleats on. I got on right now. So we out there warming up. He like, yeah, you can take these ones right now. So he
What a
give me
real
the
one.
yeah, so
That's a real one.
a real one.
Bro.
So he give me the cleats off his feet, and I'm like, yeah, I can wear these. He's like, yeah, go ahead. So I was like, oh, these ones are even more comfy. I'm like, yeah, these ones lit.
Hey, Dave said, I don't care. OBJ's feet crusty or whatever. He said, I'm ready to go.
These are it.
These joints hit.
These are
No,
more.
but honestly, on a serious note, that's so real of him because he don't have to go out of his way to do any of this. He could just be like, oh, that's your problem, you know?
Dang. So that's real though.
Yeah, because he really didn't have to say any of that. He could have just been like, damn, bro, that's your problem. Like, we about to suit up for a game. Like, worry about that. Find somebody to take care of it. But, like, for him looking out like that, I mean, that's real. I mean, he showed you love at Exos, too.
Yeah, it's kind of like a quick story, man, because I don't care about my story. I really care about your story. But, I tore my Achilles in Denmark. And, man, those 2 months for me, like, and it's been recent, bro. Like, those 2 months for me were, like, super depressing. You know what I mean? Like, I was stuck on the couch. Like, damn near lost my life through the surgery process. Like, and I went to the hospital. I was in the hospital for, like, 5 days. Like, really a blessing for me to just be here. That's a whole nother story. But started rehabbing at Exos. And I didn't realize how crazy the facility was and, like, the big names, like, they have coming in. And my trainer, man, shout out to Tommy. He, works for the Milwaukee Bucks, and he's their PT trainer, travels with the team and stuff. And I had asked him, I said, because John Jay and Rich, he referred me to the gym, and he told me Odell and, like, all those guys be going there because I was looking for a rehab. Yeah. And I asked my trainer, Tommy, I was like, yo, I heard Odell be coming here. I was like, yeah. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I turn around, Odell walking towards me. Like, and that's the first time I would say, like, I wasn't starstruck, but I kind of like.
You was kind of like, whoa.
I was stuck.
Yeah.
I was stuck. I didn't know what to say. And we looked at each other, and I just dropped my head. Like, I didn't know what to say. So I was like, oh, damn, like, it's legit. So then a couple days go by. Like, my mom was there. And at this time, I'm on crutches, so I can barely walk. So probably like a week go by. I did tell Tommy, I was like, yo, bro, like, I'm a fan of Odell. Like, and I really am. I said, I would love to, like, chop it up with him, man. Just kind of congratulate him on winning the Super Bowl. And he said, yeah, I set it up. So it was a day where I normally go to my treatment like around like 11 or like 12, but he had me come in earlier. He texted, hey, can you come in early today? I was like, yeah, that's cool. I come in, we about to get started, and I'm just laying on my phone. My mom's sitting across from me, we about to get into it. Odell come over, tap me on the shoulder, hey, bro, it's going to be all right, man. And we chopped it up for about a good 10 to 15 minutes, but that 10 to 15 minute conversation, man, was like a game changer for me. Like, it really, like, turned things upside down for me, like my mood swing, like, and like just to, side note, like, he's such a, like, genuine guy, like, very down to earth, very real. I was, like, shocked, bro, like, a person of his caliber, like, most celebs not that, like, welcoming, you know what I mean? So,
the crazy thing is, I feel like, not to cut you out, Tay, but I feel like the media paints him out to be sometimes a bad guy when he's just like a very passionate player.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, like, for me, I've been a big fan since day one, like even before the catch, in New York, all that stuff. But what's crazy is, like, I feel like every time I'm telling y'all right now, hey, we're going to hold this accountable. We're going to get OBJ on this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like I've been in like 2-3 instances around like the same area as him where, remember, after I got married, the next day after my wedding, so the dentist that I work with, my boy Jason, so he lent me his Bentley Bentayga for the weekend. And it's wrapped in like a nice like blue color. And so like I'm in the parking lot. We pull up to Tumbleweed Park in Chandler. And it's like a get together with the families and everything after the day after the wedding, just to kick it and chill. There was a bunch of Pop Warner games going on. And as soon as I get there, I park. I see this orange Rolls Royce Cullinan pull up. And then, but the windows were all tinted. And then a bunch of people were going up to the car. But I'm looking at the car. I didn't know who was in it because I'm like, Q's got my passion for cars all through the roof. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, I'm looking at that car. They're looking at the Bentayga. I'm like, yeah, it ain't mine. But like, hey, I'm more worried about, his whip. And then I'm like, that's got to be somebody in there, whatever. Anyways, I think he was wrapping up. Someone was at the window. I couldn't tell who it was. Then I look at one of your posts where you were training in like a backyard, and I see the same car in the background. And then I FaceTime you. I was like, damn, whose whip is that? I said, I saw that car at Tumbleweed Park. just the other day. He's like, oh, that's Odell car or whatever, you know. I was like, bro, I just saw him at a Pop or like the Whip at the Pop Warner games or whatever, because he be showing mad love everywhere he goes, from like through people that I know that know him or etc. And then another instance, we were at Jason's crib, and at the time he had the green Lamborghini Urus. Yeah. So my wife and I was like, hey, let me drive it. I just want to test drive it or whatever. And so I'm down going Glendale Ave, just driving, cruising. See the same orange Rolls Royce Cullinan, bro. It's like things just lining up. All of a sudden, he thinks like we racing. I'm just trying to get to a red light to tell him to pull the window down just to chop it up at a red light. And I see, bro, that and you know, like Rolls Royce isn't really supposed to be like a performance car, but that boy was.
It took off.
He took off, and I'm over here. I'm like, this ain't my whip. I don't want to be going too fast. We're not gonna talk about miles per hour.
You gotta go fast, bro.
You got to go fast, you know, 45 miles per hour. We say the speed limit, right? Yeah, and then I'm like, dang. I was like, bro, I'm not going to catch up with him. I was like,
oh, you should have kept going.
Nah, bro.
You just got to go.
I don't want to look like a stalker. I'm like, at the point.
Nah, it's a race. You got to win at the end of the day.
If it was my whip, maybe. But, it's a $300,000 car, and it's somebody else's. Jason would have, but that's his whip. He could do whatever he wants. That's his whip at the end of the day.
Should have hit the 100.
Come on now.
I would have did. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really? And somebody else's whip?
What? I'm going crazy,
man.
Yo,
wow. I don't want to lose.
I get it. I hate losing. I can't lose. But if it's something what if something happened to the whip?
Man,
we got that kind of bread to.
You got greater things to lose.
We got greater things to lose. Yeah. We ain't worried about the whip, man. We'll take care of that on the back end.
We worry about that.
Hopefully he got full coverage.
I want to point something down.
Hold on. Let me finish my story.
Go ahead. Oh.
Just to like finish off what I was saying, like with OBJ, I just want to say like, dude is like a real stand-up guy. So like talking to him, bro, he like changed the whole momentum for me, man. Like good spirit, good vibes. Cause I'm telling you, man, mental health, and we'll get into that as well. Like that's like something serious. So like for you, you know, your relationship with him, man, that for him to be welcoming for you, because like he don't know you from the man on the moon, and you coming in as like a rook, you know what I'm saying, like you coming off the street, like for him to do that just shows a lot about his character. So that's gotta give Brett.
Gotta give credit where credit is due for sure. That's my dog. What was you gonna say?
Yeah, nah.
I see that shirt you're wearing.
You
wanna tell us about the shirt, man?
Show
it.
Let me show. So this is me taking the kickback right here. And then I put the Streets University All-American, and then the year I was born, and then I got my city on the back, man.
Hey, carried the city of Phoenix on his back
right here, right?
So
putting AZ on the map.
So TSU kind of like, I always had dreams to go D1, you know, and I was like, I never thought about the NFL. I'm not gonna lie, like, that was never my goal was to get to D1. Like I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world, and I was like, I want to win a Heisman. I thought that was like, I swear, like every day I woke up, I watched D1. Spring ball, everything. Like, that's all I did. I used to shower. I broke my laptop and the computer because I used to shower watching spring ball. Like, I just used to just watch it. And I was like, I can't wait, go D1. I can't wait. So that's why I got TSU, because it's kind of like I never made it. So I had to go my own path. So it's just a path to, like, you got to guide yourself, you know. So I just called the Streets University because you over here roaming, trying to figure it out by yourself. That's tough. That's kind of like, I guess I said it's my brand just for people like, you know, that once you hit 18, you know what I'm saying, you at your parents' home or whatever age you end up leaving your parents' home, you kind of by yourself and you're trying to find guidance and you're trying to figure it out. But it's just going to be by yourself on your road, your lonely path, your journey. And that's kind of what TSU is, Streets University. Kind of.
So be on the lookout, bro. He's about to launch his clothing line. It's going to be big. Shit is dope. You know, he showed me the behind the scenes stuff too. So
I got you. I'm gonna make this my first one. It took a while to make. You know what I'm saying? But
it's a process, bro. You gotta get the samples, make sure it's perfect before releasing it.
No, exactly. So we're gonna try to make it.
So that's the catch.
Yeah, this is the one where I took to the crib, yo. So.
Oh, speaking of the one you took to the crib, man, let's talk about that.
Okay. Yes. All right. So the experience. So the experience, it was kind of cool. I remember. Getting in that fourth quarter, I just got a couple receiver reps. I think I caught like maybe 2 balls. So then it's like, you ready for punt return? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. So he put me back there. I see the punter line up. I'm like, I know he gonna punt it to his left. I can just tell by the way he's standing up. So I slide over a little bit. I catch it. I kind of like bobble it a little bit. Catch it. Then I look. I'm like, oh, this hole is huge. Like, it's just spread out. It's just easy. Like in JUCO, I swear JUCO is harder like to return in the NFL. I think that's just me personally. I was like the holes are smaller. People don't block as much than the NFL. Like people are really risking this a job on line to block. Yeah. So then after I seen a hole, I was kind of like, boom, I'm gonna hit the second gear. Then I come over here, then I hit the third gear, and then it was in the end zone. Then once I did that, I think I was doing something with the ball. I was like, I knew it. Like I knew this was. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I could do this.
Like I'm Hemi neutral.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. And then my boy ended up tackling me in the dog pile, and then I feel like I almost died. Like everybody jumped on me. I swear, I was like, boom, I'm over here like everybody on you, like dying. I'm like, bro, get off, get off, get off. And then it was just kind of cool, like just a surreal moment, like everything coming full circle, just from like dreaming and envisioning it for so long, manifestation, just kind of like it comes to life.
So the Redskins will punt it away to the Browns. And it is Sheehy-Guiseppi feeling it inside the 15, and he gets one block, and he's gone, and he is gone. Taking it the distance for the touchdown is Sheehy-Guiseppi on a terrific special teams play. And now Freddie can smile because he has seen all of the units do their thing. And do you think,
love the celebration,
do you think they're happy for Sheehy or not?
Yeah,
awesome. He's a team favorite.
He is, and his story is just amazing. How he's even on this football team. He kind of talked himself in to a workout. He said he knew Alonzo Highsmith. He did not, and he got on the field and impressed Alonzo so much that he said, we need to bring this guy in for a workout. He ran a 4.340 that day, and he's an electrifying kick and punt returner, and he showed the speed there.
But yeah, I remember that shit was tough, bro. And what's crazy is I didn't know you at the time. I've already heard of you before, like your Instagram blew up. I forgot who mentioned you before or whatever, but I saw your page. I think at the time, I don't know, you've maybe had like 5,000-7,000 followers or whatever. And like I had already been following you at the time. Then I remember all of a sudden, every sports media, NFL, Bleacher Report, whatever, boom, tagging him, whatever. I saw you go to like 100K overnight, and I was like, dang, this dude is like, he's that guy. And I hadn't even met him yet. I was like, I was already a fan. Like before, I was like, yeah, I was one of the originals before going. But when I saw that, man, I was like, honestly, it shows all the work that you put in. Like you said, come full circle, and that's tough. Like, and going into that, I feel like you probably saw a change in lifestyle in terms of how people start treating you, how people, talk to you versus, where it is. So I feel like me being in that position, I don't know how you guys would be. I would start having like trust issues. How do y'all feel like, how would you take on all that,
I'll
that
let
media?
you know when that day is here.
But you know what I mean? And on top of that, also, I wanted to do a side note because fucking, what is it, CBS Sports?
Yeah,
all these media outlets sometimes don't even be tagging the person. They want all this coverage and talking about. I remember they posted like your whole story or whatever on there, and I'm like, bro, you're not even gonna tag my guy? Like, tag him at least if you want to pay him, whatever. Something if you want headline news and take it, you can't even tag the dude's Instagram. It's crazy.
That being said, you're gonna get tagged so much when this goes up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're gonna get tagged. Trust
me.
No
more. We're gonna turn it up. We're gonna turn it up.
Definitely.
But I got a question, right? So you had that experience. I can imagine the level that you're on mentally, like Cloud 9. What is, if I can ask this, when did it all not fall apart? But where was the end of that? Like, so you were like, I'm gonna do this. Like, what were you thinking? Like, I'm getting signed. This is gonna be long term.
So I never. The whole situation, like, if I'm being honest, was probably like really depressing because you're gonna get like it's like so when you in the NFL, like a lot of guys, it's like at the bottom they just know like you're not the guy. Like I'm not trying to say you're not the guy, but you just know when it goes to rotation, you get in the bottom 3 reps. You still get in the bottom 3 reps. So it's a whole lot of you still trying to make the team. And the biggest thing to me was I just want to make the team and sign the contract, like letting them know this contract's real because the contract's not real until you make the team. So the whole situation was like people were like, oh yeah, that probably was the coolest thing in the world. The whole time was like it was not what you thought it was. It was like you trying to make a team. Like you're not even getting paid for anything. You making less money than the bartender works. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing against bartenders, but I'm just saying we're making like $1,300 every 2 weeks. Like it's really not good money at all. Like go back home, like I was there 6 months and I think I made like 10 to 11 racks. So 6 months, 11 racks. And over the time, you're going to spend your own cheese, so you come back home with $0. But the whole time, I'm thinking in my head, like, I got to make the team, I got to make the team. And then I'm going to look, you go to practice, you get the last 3 reps. Your depth chart, after I took the kickback, I was still third string punt returner. I'm like, damn, I'm still at the bottom. And so the whole time, you kind of like trying to fight, just making the team. That's your main concern. Like that, me personally, I'm just concerned about that. I was like, I just want to make it. But it's a struggle because you like, it's just how you know, it's like even if you hoop, you know, you just like, damn, I know I'm in like the last rotation. I got to make the team. And it's just, you just fighting against just trying to do good and just please everybody and you know, make it and be great and do everything you imagine. But it's hard, like, when you know it's just not how you think it's going. At the outside looking in, like, oh, he made the team, he did this. But inside looking in, it's like, nah, I know what it is. Like, boom, they come in here as business. They going to see what you could do next. Go ahead.
No, I was just adding to that. It's like you feel that because you have a goal in mind.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you laser focus. It's kind of like we talked about from any level. Your 3 a.m. workout, you're like, I'm getting this and this. So you're very goal-oriented. But let's not downplay it. That was some of the coolest shit ever. That's like that's a great-ass Cinderella story.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? Because every story has its own trajectory where someone was at the beginning or before the beginning, through it. So we just heard a lot of that journey. Bro, that is the dopest story.
Yeah,
so cool.
I don't think I've heard a better story yet.
I'm imagining if that was me, I'm like, man, I'm getting goosebumps out here. Like, yeah, let me get in the end zone and do a little thing. But, I mean, I think you work so hard. I think there's way more to your story to come. There's way more to come, I think.
100%. I believe it. Like, I tell my friend, my like, when people ask me, what do you do now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I still play football. Like, this is what I do every day I wake up. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. They're like, and I don't post no more because I saw a post the other day that really spoke to me. It said, some people value peace more than it. Like, so he's like, why don't I post? He's like, I value peace more than I value attention. And that's like the point of life I'm at. I value my peace. Like, I know I'm working. Like, to you see I'm working or doing anything, it's not going to do anything towards me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I value just going, get my work and just calling every coach I can, still do everything I can behind the scenes and still trying to make it happen. And that's the only thing I'm worried about. And I tell my friend every day, my brother, I'm like, I see this vision. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to, thought like last, I'm telling you, like I'm telling my brother every day I wake up, like, it's going to happen. Like, just promise you. He's like, I believe you. So I'm like, it's something big going to happen.
So still the goal.
Still to go.
Pick up the contract.
Yes, sir.
Make the team.
Yes, sir.
Make the moves. Let's go. So we got to add some coaches, man.
Got to.
We got to add some
teams.
coaches.
Add some teams. Add everybody.
Yeah.
And tell them I'm ready today, tomorrow.
AZ Cardinals. Y'all
Come
still
on,
signing.
man. I done talked to the Cardinals so many times trying to get a workout. It's hard. I used to work out at Tempe Sports Complex. So coaches they go on walks, talk to the O-line. I'm talking to them. I'm seeing them come out in the Cardinals uniform. I'm like, excuse me, how you doing? Trying to get them. No budge. I'm like, let me just get a workout. They're like, oh, we might have a local workout soon. I'm trying to, let me just get it. Let me get in there. And then I see him bringing somebody else, bringing another person. You just keep going, though. Hey, Autumn knows. We just keep it going. Like, just wait till you get a workout and you're ready to bring me in. I'm ready. Like, what is it? I'm in your backyard. Yeah. There's nothing you can lose. You don't got to pay for nothing. I show up to the facility. Whenever that receiver work out, I'll run a 40 with him. He run routes. I run routes. He catch punts. I catch punts. You have nothing. Swear, nothing. Literally, nothing will cost you anything. Literally, I have to sign my own waiver. So if I do get hurt, it's not my own fault. Yeah. So, like, I'm in my head like, yeah, I'm like, in my head, just watch me. Like, just, it's cool. Like, you don't lose anything. You might gain something from it. Yeah. So, but that's another story. Till the Cardinals come rock with me, So.
Cardinals, he's slacking, bro.
Seriously, man.
Adam.
I think, man, like, the whole point of us, like doing these episodes is kind of like to inspire, inspire and motivate. That's what we target. We target people who have a hell of a story and able to create a brand and legacy for themselves. And, just hearing your story, man, that shit is just like mind blowing, to sleep outside of the arena, to put mattresses together, to, invest in all this money, man. Like, if no one ever told you, and I'm sure you heard it, but like from us three, bro, to you, man, like fucking you made that shit happen with very little resources. Like, you made that shit happen, bro. You put that shit together, bro. And we just want to give you your roses, bro. And,
I appreciate that.
Respect, you know what I'm saying, for, what you accomplished and for more blessings to come your way. So,
appreciate that.
That's real, straight up.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. And I think last time Yeah, I shout out not Under Armour.
Body Armor.
Body
Armor. Who you shouting out today?
So today, I'm not gonna show it, but listen.
You know what? This. Your thing should be every episode. Every episode, you should have a new drink. Just waiting, and then whoever sticks with you, that's the only drink you can stick with on the podcast.
Pellegrino.
Pellegrino.
There's tangerine and wild strawberry. We're gonna need some cases here.
Seriously.
Okay.
And Happy Days. Happy Days. We want y'all too.
Happy Dad?
Happy Dad.
Oh, that's kind of tough. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. Yeah.
Happy Dad.
Hey, come on, Happy Dad. Come on. What that is? Water?
It's like a little seltzer.
Come on, Happy Dad. Come rock out.
Rock with us, man.
Come on.
All right, Dame. I'm gonna give you some icebreaker questions just for the fans to get to know you outside of a football standpoint.
Got you.
All right. Pancakes or waffles?
Depends on the type of day. Right now, I'm feeling pancakes.
Pancakes. All right. Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
Favorite QB of all time?
Favorite QB. I ain't gonna lie. Probably someone I play flag football with. I ain't gonna lie. They be throwing me the ball sometimes a lot.
That's fine. It could be at any level. It don't matter. Favorite teammate of all time?
Favorite teammate.
At any level.
I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, I go with my boy Ish. He was a rookie with me, and he showed me mad love.
Favorite team you ever played against?
Favorite team I ever played against? Mesa Community College.
Mesa Community College. All right. Favorite football moment?
Probably Juco, probably taking like 2 back in the same game, going for like 400 yards. Probably something like that.
400? Shout out YG. Best advice someone ever gave to you?
Best advice I ever received. Best advice. Trying to think. That's tough. Come back to that one in a second.
All right. This is the last one. What's the advice that you would give to the youth?
I would say take your time. I would say, honestly, just take your time. Everybody's journey is different. We get caught up in a world where a lot of things are televised and things seem lighter than they are, you know. So everybody's journey is different. Some people going to get drafted out of high school or to the MLB or whatever. Some people going to get drafted to NBA after their freshman year. Some people going to get drafted to the NFL after their junior year. But some people got to take 6 years. Some people got to take 5 years, and everybody's going to be a little different journey, different. So I just say enjoy your time, and the journey is really, really the best part about the whole process, even though we're trying to get to the destination. But I say just enjoy it and don't be in a race with anybody but yourself.
That's real.
The revolution will not be televised.
Come on. Tell me, revolution will not be televised.
The work is behind the cameras.
All right, and then Dame, we told you this earlier. So
I thought about
episode, you thought about it.
I thought about it. I already thought about it. I thought about it. But I'm all right, so you go ahead and say the question.
I was gonna say, hey, last episode with Tony, you know, my boy Tay, he's a shooter, bro. He had a shooter shot, you know, Stefania, he got a response from Stefania, you know, she reposted the story. Shout out Tony. You know, he made that shit happen. So now we about to set up a 1v1 basketball date. And you know, I got my boy I got my money on Tay. Feel like he definitely would win.
Stefania, we gotta set that up. 1v1. I'm with it. Whenever.
No. You've already responded. You gotta now you gotta go, you know, come
Get my man's right. Get my man's right.
You know, now we play this is like the Cupid session. So
you going there or are you gonna bring her here?
It don't matter, bro.
We'll come to you. We'll bring you here.
Come on,
bro.
Whatever.
I'll help split the college. I gotta see my boy make it through.
We'll make it happen. I'll have a nice date set up.
Come on, we got you.
We gonna make it happen.
The bet is on.
Yeah.
The bet is on. I already got my money on my boy. Prove me wrong.
Absolutely.
You know,
I'm gonna take Tay.
I'm taking Tay for sure.
Take my dog Tay.
Yeah, he a shooter.
He
He can't shoot when I play against him, but every other game when I'm not playing, he can shoot.
See, now you out of pocket.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey,
now you out of pocket.
Yeah, come on now.
No, I'm not out of pocket because I know she definitely won't beat you at all. One-on-one shooting.
Hey, hold on.
anything.
Don't just doubt it now. Don't just doubt it.
Hey, I'm just letting you know.
She can't shoot.
Yeah, I seen her over there shooting a little bit now.
Hey, but I just gotta go with my boy. But I just gotta let him know that when I'm playing, all of a sudden I get in his head, bro. You don't realize I get in his head.
All I'm gonna say is when we were talking at Dunkin' Donuts, we talked about how we met. I cooked them. That's how the friendship.
Wait.
Okay.
What? We met at Zimburger. We weren't even playing
We
ball,
did hoop
bro.
though. We did hoop.
That same day?
We hooped one of them days. We
Bro.
met at Zenberger, but we
fir-
also hooped. The very first time we hooped.
You didn't cook me, bro.
So y'all didn't admit that I cooked y'all at Dunkin' Donuts?
I don't recall this, but I'm gonna tell you something.
I remember you won.
When the camera and lights on,
No.
they
Listen.
flex. That's cool.
The lights is on. Look, listen. You might score on me a couple times, but I usually don't let nobody cook me.
All I'm gonna say is,
I'm gonna put this box.
Yeah,
on.
just because if you score on me, you're not cooking me.
I mean,
after about 4 or 5 times,
if
that's
I had a
cooking.
couple buckets, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got some footage. We got footage of you scoring on me too.
Yeah, but I'm not. No, that stays between us.
Yeah,
You put me on blast at Inspire, bro. Actually, you did
I
cook
didn't
me
mean
at
to put you on
Inspire.
that. Oh, see, what I'm saying,
Yeah, no, now it's getting real. Now it's getting real.
Now the
Look.
truth is coming out.
He posted this shit on his story, and you know, I'm still a little hefty, but I was a little bit even more. You know, I gained all that happy weight from marriage. You know, and Tay knows he's faster than me. He can't shoot on me at all because I'm there. My perimeter defense solid, but
So you got that lateral quickness.
yeah,
is what you're
but
saying.
inside the paint, he quicker than me. So that's all he could do. So
But
I
I'm
just kept
crafty
talking
too,
shit.
though.
You are crafty.
See.
I'll give you that. But
It's a hezzy.
So
for
I'm
him,
trying to
I
figure.
kept telling him in his head, I'm like, bro, you can't shoot. The only way you're going to score on me is if you drive past me and lay up. And so I kept trying to get him to shoot. He shoot, brick.
Don't believe that.
And but like every time he took me to the hoop, he was getting that bucket.
But
Like, he
why would he shoot if he could take you to the hoop every time?
That's true.
just- to prove that he's a shooter.
See, you try to play mind
He
game.
been trying to play with you. Like, I'm finna take it to the hoop.
Are you shit talking when you play sports, or you stay quiet?
It depends what type of level. Like, it depends what it is. Like, I'm really locked in until we win the game. Like, if it's something really serious, I don't want to talk at all. Like, I'm locked in. Once I win, I'm going to talk crazy because I think the scoreboard is going to show it. If you say anything after that, then I'm on your ass.
See, I'm one of the people who win, lose, draw. I'm talking.
He talked.
Yeah, he do. He does.
He talked to
Tay is
us,
kind
all of us.
Tay is kind of quiet.
Yeah, I don't really talk. I just.
Yeah, you really have to get underneath the skin. I think me and Tay only really got into it one time at LA Fitness. We were playing on opposite teams. But it's like one of those scenes where it's always love off the court.
that's my
But
brother.
like when we go to battle, we're both
Man,
competitive.
you
as
get
fuck,
like that.
you know
You
how-
get like that
That's
sometimes.
my dog. But hey, not gonna lie though, like us three played, and it was Manziel. Was it Manziel too?
Yeah.
Oh, it was us three, Manziel and
Manny
Troy.
and Troy, yeah.
Bro, we went undefeated.
Oh
Where?
It was solid.
In East
Nut
Florida?
buckets.
Yeah, it
East
was
Florida?
On Gilbert too.
Oh, East Florida. East
That was
Florida.
probably the last time I played with them, bro. We probably won like 6 games in a row. Like
Okay, so I need to bring my squad out. Is that what y'all telling me?
after I finished rehab.
Say no more. When y'all get
Yeah,
right, let me
us
know.
Get healthy. Y'all healthy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Shit.
We be playing for some rags if y'all trying to.
Ah, yeah, we can make it happen.
It's good. Whatever y'all.
Now I got to start working out.
Hey,
and take,
shit. You money on the
Crosby's
line. You
workout.
get 6 months to
Hey,
train.
money on the line. Hey, it's a whole
Hey,
different
hey, my
ballgame.
dog got some money, not me. But he be betting, you know what I'm saying? I be helping the cause.
Yo, Tony, I need them YouTube workout videos, man. I'm starting now.
Get the bunnies before.
Because listen, I just take it to the post, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Qays will give you a good 7 in a row in the post.
Yeah, ain't
Dude,
nobody guarding
yeah,
Q.
dude,
Y'all gonna have to double, triple team him in the paint, and then
somebody's
you gonna free
taller
up the
than me.
shooters.
Somebody's faster than me. Somebody's stronger than me, but not all of them usually.
Bro, this dude broke down Shaq's film work, like every single footwork, every single step is with intention. Like he's not doing this shit for fun. It's just like he's been breaking this down
But
for years.
he knows because when you got sport, that passion in you, none of my passion for basketball is for like camera facing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 5 knee surgeries deep and I still play often, or at least do something basketball related, and that will just never stop. You know what I'm saying? People used to ask me years ago at Lifetime, running drills at 5:30 a.m. running drills, 2 basketball, 3 basketball, shooting, drill. Someone's like, yo, what team do you play for? I'm like, me? Oh, no, I don't play for a team. He's like, why were you practicing like that? Like, I love to.
I love it.
I love it. You got to work on something. You know?
100%.
You get some
100%.
buckets. Right now, I'm a little rusty, though.
Yeah,
get
they
back.
gonna
Let's
bring
get it back.
NBA players, college hoopers.
Nah, I'm gonna
like
bring
that.
all my guys. I'm gonna bring my guys. None of them play anything. No NBA. No none of that. I'm bring my guys. You feel me? You gotta stick with the family.
I bet. Same
Come on, I'm gonna bring my guys. You can bring whoever you want. I'm gonna bring my guys.
All right, we gonna have to set that up. That'll be a fun vlog session too.
Nah, it would. We gonna film that. As a matter of fact.
Nah, we can film
I
that for
haven't
sure.
seen you hoop. I've only seen you play football.
You good? I
So
just go
see.
hard. I'm a hustle player.
I need
I'm a hustle player. I'm gonna play good defense. I'm gonna run around, do what I gotta do, but I'm gonna get the scores the ball when it's time.
We good then. That's a bit.
Good.
All right, man. One of y'all guys take us out of here, man. I think this was a successful episode.
Absolutely. Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi. We gonna at him, check out his stuff.
Hey, throw your YouTube
Video,
channel
yeah.
because
Yo,
he's starting up
now.
his YouTube again,
My-
showing the process of
I
everything.
don't
he's
even know
doing.
my YouTube channel. I gotta
Pull it
check
out.
real
Yeah,
quick.
take your time.
Let me see
Take
what I
your
got
time,
here.
man.
Let me see what I
Pull it
got.
out.
Gotta see what my.
But hey, we got a lot of stuff on.
We're gonna post it too in the video. We'll put the text up, underneath. All that good stuff.
We got a lot of bets out in this episode. A lot of challenges.
Yeah, a lot of accountability coming.
People got to show up when it's time.
No, seriously.
No, for sure. My Instagram, just my name, Damon Sheehy-Guiseppi, and then I'm gonna try to drop content out there. It's just to motivate, inspire, just show people grinding. That's it.
And then be on the lookout for the clothing line. We'll update you as that happens.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, it's always love between us. You know, I got you whatever you need, and I know it goes both ways. So I appreciate you coming through. Definitely. You're a real one. You always have been from day one. So,
appreciate that. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, of course, bro.
All right, let's get it.
Hey,
Was it Stephanie?
my boy Tony. You see here. He played Cupid. Stefania reposted the story. Now we playing Cupid. Hey, Tay, how we feeling right now?
Hey, all we need is a date, Stefania.
Hey,
I got you.
Stefania.
Wherever you want to go.
1v1 shooting contest for love and basketball.
I'm with it.
All right.
If I win, I gotta take you on a date. Well, I actually want to take you on a date anyway, but if I win, you gotta let me take you on a date.
What happened if you lose though?
If I lose, whatever you want.
Honestly, we don't gotta worry about that. You're not losing.
But I don't plan on losing.
Yeah, we don't lose.
We're gonna make that happen.
Yeah,
Hey, wait. You guys think I'm gonna win the bet?
What y'all think? Who win in the shooting contest?
Who win the shooting contest?
Montae Harris first.
Hey, Montae.
You heard it first.
Montae Harris.
You heard it first.